Hi everyone, welcome to our first instalment of Repton Reads. So the first book I'm going to be reading to you is The Building Boy, and we had a look at the front cover and we've had a look at the blurb, and hopefully you're as excited to read the book as I am. Now, so reading through, I'd really like you to have a listen out for your favourite word or your favourite phrase or your favourite sentence that is used in the story, and see if you can explain to an adult why it's your favourite one too. Okay, hope you're sitting comfortably. I hope you enjoy The Building Boy. Each night before the boy went to bed, he would light the fire. He would squeeze beside Grandma on her favourite chair. The house would be quiet except for the turning of a page and the ticking of a clock. And Grandma would show the boy her photographs. Now I'm wondering what those photographs might be. Are they of the family? Are they of her when she was younger? Are they of something else? Maybe there's some clues behind them in the room. Architect of the Year. Grandma had been an architect. She made the tallest skyscrapers, the most beautiful palaces, and museums and libraries bigger than towns. But they would be nothing, she said, compared to the house she would build for the boy. The house would sit on the hill that lay on the horizon over the city and beyond the sea. "When will we move there, Grandma?" said the boy. Grandma would just nod her head and say, "Soon." But Grandma was getting too old to make houses. Soon she was too old to make dinner, then she was too old to climb the stairs. One day she was too old to sit up in bed, and by the time the boy came home, she was gone. Without Grandma, the house was empty. It was just rooms. But the boy had an idea. He made his plans and he set to work. Now I wonder what he's going to do to the house. Wonder what he's going to make. Have a think. Okay, let's find out. The boy worked through wind and snow and rain. Have a look what he's built. What do you think it is? And when the work was done, the boy looked into the eyes he had built himself and said, "Grandma, wake up." All at once, it was as if the stars leapt closer. With one swipe of her giant hands, Grandma grabbed the boy, raising him high above the roof tiles on her head. She was alive! "Grandma," the boy gasped, "is it really you?" Without warning, Grandma leapt into the air. She cleared 6 gardens in a single bound. "Stop!" the boy cried. "Where are you taking me?" Where do you think the Grandma is taking the boy? They flew at a sprint over moonlit fields, leaping over hedges, scattering the hares. The boy's lungs throbbed with the cold night air, and his ears rang with the clang of Grandma's great metal feet on the stony ground. "Where are you taking me?" he cried again. They came to the sea. It stretched out before them, still as a sheet. Grandma ploughed into the waves. For hours they walked the great wide ocean. Mackerels circled around Grandma's steel shoulders. Clouds of ocean sand billowed beneath her with every step. Starfish caked her metal ribs like the hull of a sunken ship. Soon a city rose out of the water. Grandma flung herself straight onto the rooftops. A forest of street lamps and skyscrapers flew beneath them. "Stop!" the boy cried. But Grandma ran on until the sounds of the city were lost behind them and there was nothing but the wind on the hills. "Where are you taking?" the boy began. Then he saw it. On the hill above the city that lay beyond the sea was the house that Grandma had built for him. But the house had never been finished. It was just bricks and glass and girders. A great hole lay in the middle of it. "Welcome home," said Grandma. "But I can't live here," the boy said. "It's only half a house. How will I ever finish it?" Grandma smiled. The boy could suddenly see the stars through the windows of her eyes. "You already did," she whispered. Okay, so what do you think the little boy did with the house? Did he make it to live there? Did he sell it on? What do you think? Shall we have a look? He built a school for young architects. So people just like his grandma who wanted to build buildings, palaces, museums. This was a school for little boys who wanted to do that. And if you look really closely, you can see the face of his grandma in the building. Okay, so that's the end.